Say something, slow mode is on. Oh, Brandy B says morning, welcome back.
Good morning.
Hi, Brandy. Freya says hi. How are we, friends? It's been a minute. It's been a minute, hasn't it?
I worry that the resolution isn't as good with this, but what do you guys think?
Coffee Enjoyer says hello.
Hello, coffee enjoyer.
And Steph Nerd says morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Steph. Devish says hi. Honey Bear says hello. I love your artwork.
Thank you very much.
Lemon Choco says hello. Rainbow
Hello, Lemon
Boom
Choco.
X says hello. Jay Yachty says hi. Lilac says morning, Scott. Divine says hi.
Hello.
Just a human. Good morning.
Just a human.
And Donna Walker, nice name, says hello. So pretty. Hi, Scott. Emma's here, says good afternoon. Hello, what's up? Hi, miss y'all. Hi.
So
hello.
happy to be back.
Star says good morning. Welcome back to the States.
Thank you.
Got a lot of hellos and a lot of highs. What's up, bro?
What's up?
Vanna Bob, I'm literally waiting for my bus. Dip World says good evening from India.
Oh,
good morning or night.
Good morning or night.
What's your opinion on sesame seeds?
I like them.
Bethany's here. She says good morning. Are you drawing Octavia, Scott?
I am. So I thought I would do Octavia celebrating Halloween, dressed up as Gandalf, and each of her tentacles is one of the Fellowships of the Ring. So we've got Frodo, Aragorn, Samwise, Merry, Pippin, Legolas, Gimli, and way back there, dead with arrow in his chest, is Boromir.
I'm only 11 years old, but I love your videos.
Thank you very much.
Hi from India. We have some love for Denmark. Bald Boy says hello. You really helped me on my archery. I'm only 12, and you're such a good teacher.
Oh, that's so nice of you to say.
Let's see. Who's your favorite? When did you start drawing?
I started drawing probably when I was 6 or 7.
Wow, this is slow mode, huh? Hello from Mongolia.
Hello.
Mark Studio says, awesome. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings nerd.
Me too, my friend.
Anna to do more art. What's your favorite drink? Tea. The answer is always tea. Oh, geez. Matai Kira says, do you think 14 years old is too late to learn drawing good?
Oh gosh, no.
You're so young.
Look up Grandma Moses. She didn't start until her 70s.
Didn't start painting until she was in her 70s. Hello from Mississippi. The chat is going so fast. I know, I can't. The chat is so fast. I'm gonna be slow today, you guys. We got back Saturday night late, and jet lag is a thing, people. Hi from Washington. Hi, how's your day?
So far, so good. It's so nice to be back, everybody.
If you have any questions on hands, I saw somebody who had a question on hands. Check out the Art Hacks playlist. I just turned 19 and I'm learning to draw.
Oh, good. I hope you enjoy it.
Hi from Michigan. What's your favorite food? Anything in Venice.
The pizza was really good.
Oh, God, everything was really good. The pasta was delicious. Hi from Puerto Rico. Hi from the United Arab Emirates. What's your favorite color and any tips for drawing?
My favorite color is Payne's Gray. And tips for drawing is don't draw from your head. Draw what you see.
Okay, we have people here from everywhere today. Croatia and Australia and Michigan and Czech Republic and South Africa and South Korea and Ireland. Chicago. What's the theme today?
Today is OctoBrr, and Octavia is dressed up as Gandalf for Halloween.
Oh, Kasia Spades just got accepted to the School of Visual Arts. I'm an animation major. Hi from Pennsylvania.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh,
that's so exciting.
Oh, Ellen's here. Hi, Ellen.
Hey, Ellen.
Guys, if you haven't checked out Fiber and Brimstone, that's our friend Ellen. Go to her website. It's fiberandbrimstone.com. She just did you see her watercolors that she did? She's done this watercolor series on coffee shops, and they are so cute. I love them. She also does a lot of other print stuff, and I actually took one of her little scarves that she had, and that went all the way to Italy, by the way, Ellen. All the way to Italy, girl. Hi from North Carolina. What's your favorite type of pasta? Anything
I like
in Venice.
Okay, and that's okay. You can answer all the questions.
Go ahead.
No.
No, go ahead. Hi from Denmark. Hi, Scott. Hi. Hello from the States. How do you draw hair so good?
Practice.
What pen are you using right now?
The zebra brush pen.
Favorite kind of tea? The strongest possible kind you can get today. Cranky Sheep would like to know, how did you come up with OctoBrr?
I honestly was wondering why no one else had.
Scott, I'm going to be a smarty pants. This is Jamie Brown. Does that mean you've seen an octopus dressed like the Lord of the Rings? Oh, God.
It's touche.
Oh, God. That's so funny. Let's see. Hi from Australia, but visiting my Pakistani family. Love drawing the mountains here. Ooh. What's your favorite cartoon?
Oh, God. Speed Racer, maybe?
Sunny Side Up Egg says, I'm so glad I could catch one of these streams. I'm always so busy on Mondays. I'm never able to stop by, but y'all are so amazing. Always cheers me up when seeing a video.
Thank you.
Not Rats in a Trench Coat says, what's the best way to start learning perspective? Cute name, by the way.
I did a video about perspective, and the way that I like to do it is I think of everything as Legos. So I break them down into just simple squares, rectangles, triangles, cylinders, spheres, and then just keep adding more of those things.
Kendall Johnson wants to know if your pen has foreign writing on it. If so, I think I accidentally bought the same one.
Yes, it is Japanese, I think.
Yeah, it's from Japan. The Japanese make the best stationery and stationery products. I mean,
can you see this okay? Does everything look okay?
Yeah, it looks fine to me. Yeah.
Oh, look, I got my bracelet. So I got rid of the one from Amazon, and I got this one from a little Italian leather worker in Venice.
Yep.
He made these by hand, and it's a little magnetic. And so now I have my.
Yep.
I finally got all of my bracelets are from places that I've traveled to.
Yep.
Which is kind of cool.
It's a zebra brush pen. That's what he is using right now. And it is is it the finest line, honey?
Yeah, this is the very fine. And there's a link to them in on our website under the art supplies list.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about her. Sorry. We haven't done this in a while, so Donna forgot. Hi, Scott. What is a good deep cherry red watercolor?
Good deep cherry red watercolor. I think I'm using Cerulean Maroon. This is flame red, so you probably don't want that. Actually, I think that might be non-cadmium red, but I think this deeper one is Cerulean Maroon.
You guys are very, very questiony today. Okay, if the best way to show us your artwork is on our Discord. That's going to be the best way to do it. Oh, Marguerite's here from British Columbia.
Hello.
How you doing, Marguerite? I just looked at her website and her works are beautiful. Okay, I don't know what that's referring to, Maddie.
To Water Plus Ink, honey. You told people to go to her website. Right.
No, not Water Plus Ink. Fiber and Brimstone.
Oh, okay. Fiber and Brimstone. Sorry.
Sorry, guys. What's your main motivation when making art? They love your bracelets, by the way.
Thanks. I would say other people's art. I'm always inspired by other people.
Do you think a colorblind person can draw and paint well enough with practice?
Oh yeah, one of my students at the our trip in Venice was colorblind, and they did a great job.
Yep. Your art is beautiful. I'm 10 and I need some tips for working with watercolor, please. That's Froggo. Oh,
there's a couple videos on that, but really the biggest one is do your lightest colors first, and then go darker and darker and darker.
Have you written any books other than comic books? That's Nameless Entity.
No, I've not written anything other than graphic novels. I mean, other than movie scripts, but I've tried to write a prose book, but it's not really my thing. I'm more of a visual person.
Who's your favorite classic artist?
Classic artist. I guess Alphonse Mucha.
Any tips for shading? This person's sister refuses to listen to them.
Tips for shading? No, not really. I still haven't discovered the concept of shading in an explanation. It's just eluding me.
Do you like doing art with markers?
It's kind of fun sometimes. Like I had a little bit of fun, but I always blend them with something else like Prismacolors.
They want to know what your favorite movie is and what your favorite sci-fi movie is.
The Princess Bride, favorite sci-fi movie might either be The Matrix or
Don't look at me.
I don't know. That's the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah, you're lucky I'm reading comments.
I mean, Star Wars.
Where do you teach, Scott?
I don't. This was a one-time thing. I am not a teacher. I was asked to teach a class and they flew me to Venice and I couldn't say no.
Yeah, how do you say no to Venice?
Yeah.
Do you make mistakes? That's Damon.
Every day on every piece.
Mm-hmm.
We are only
and he
human.
Will point them out to you too.
Yeah.
We do have a pet, and she's here with us this morning, and her name is Arwen. She's a rescue dog, and she's my favorite person. I mean, obviously next to Scott. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. What's your favorite book?
The Hobbit.
Oh, Arctic Hub. We have a list in the resources section of our website of favorite books, favorite art books that Scott uses. Kitty Kim's wants to know if you have a favorite character that you created.
Paddington Rumblebottom III from the Dreamland Chronicles.
Tell me more about your website, Art by Scott Saba, please. What do you want to know? This is Vedika Rastogi. It's ssabaart.com, and Scott's got a lot of resources there on products that we've tried. People like to send us things for him to try, so we have resources section, and the supplies that Scott uses are there. Some of his artwork is there for sale. It's an amalgamation of everything. Has Arwen forgiven you for leaving her to go to Italy? No, Jamie, she's not forgiven me yet. She keeps turning her head the other direction, but she still wants me to scratch her and love her.
And she's very happy to be home.
Oh, she's so happy she's home. Why do you not like acrylics?
I just can't get the feel of them. They're just gloopy.
Favorite Lord of the Rings movie?
I would guess the first one, The Fellowship.
Do you have an idol, and if you do, who is it?
I've got several. The first one that comes to mind is Drew Struzan, movie poster artist.
Several people have asked how Italy was.
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, it was so gorgeous, and the food was really good, and I was really nervous to go, everybody. I really was.
You and me both. Yeah. It's a long flight, and it's
We've never been, and I was nervous to teach, and there were so many reasons to be nervous, and it was really so good.
It was really awesome. It was, if you've never been to Venice and you have the opportunity to go, I would highly recommend it. It was so much fun. The city has so much history. We saw the entire city. Like, we can honestly say if we never get to go back to Venice, it's okay.
Yeah.
We saw everything.
We saw everything.
They want to know what you drew. Buildings, maybe food.
Oh, I could show you. So here's the thing.
Sure.
I did not finish because I was teaching. So I was constantly having to stop. So
Constantly. But it was great. He had a good time.
Can everybody see this okay?
Yes, we can see it okay.
Okay.
No, move it a little bit
This way?
Yes, please. Thank you. That's perfect. Wait, it's out of focus. Completely out of focus. There you go. Thank you. In focus now.
Okay.
Okay, just for those of you tuning in, this is the travel journal.
Yeah, this was
from our Italian trip. Did you learn any Italian for the trip? Nope.
No. Fortunately, everybody spoke pretty good English.
Our one is almost 11. She'll be 11 this month.
All right, so this was the first page. This was on the boat. That's Venice in the distance. You had to take a boat from the airport to Venice. This was just one of the streets, and this was a lion door knocker. This is, you can see I only got the pencils done, but this was the just one of the back streets with the canal with the gondola. This was a church we painted one day, which was really cool. We painted it. We went to the other side of the Grand Canal and painted it. And then I'll put my writings of what we did that day there. These are more sketches. This is the Bridge of Sighs, and that was the bridge by our place. This is San Marco. And this was our first day of warm-up sketches. And there was just all these, just like around every corner, there's this gorgeous church. And gondolas, and the winged lion is their thing. They really liked winged lions. So we climbed the top of this stairwell, and the view over the city. That's the little views over the city. You could see all of Venice from the top of that stairwell. It was built in the 1300s. Yep.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Everything there is so much older, and if you're based here in the States, like there's so much history there. It's overwhelming.
We sketched this tower on the second day. So this was a warm-up day. This was day one. This was day two, and I found a really good pizza place.
Oh my God, it was so good.
Yeah, and then this was at the Doge's palace, and if you wanted to report someone secretly, you'd slip a note inside that guy's mouth. Yeah. Then we went to Murano, which was an island off of Venice, where they make this really beautiful glass.
Oh, so pretty.
Yeah. And I really like this painting. This was on the Grand Canal at sunset. And so everything was kind of in shadow except for just these little bits that were catching light. And I really like that. This was the fourth day of we drew this. There was a dog that was trying to give us her ball, and my Stanley Tucci glasses broke.
Oh, you guys. Oh, you guys.
And then we found an old paper store. And then the last day, Friday, we sketched a fruit boat. And again, I only got so far because people were asking me questions, which is what, I was doing my job. Right. So I had to spend time with people. And then we would always go to this little gelato place every night and go get gelatos.
Oh God, it was so
and that's it. So that's, 1, 2,
which one was your
3,
favorite
4,
day of the sketches?
5, 6, hold on, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pages I got to sketch, which is good. My favorite day of the sketches, I think my favorite subject was the lion. I thought the lion was really pretty. But I think my favorite, I don't know. This was really fun.
Where did you get that travel journal, and what journal is it?
It's on my art supply list, but it's called Be Creative.
And that is a sticker on front. That is one of our stickers.
Yeah.
From the hair journal, and they're available on Crowdmade.
Yeah.
That link's on our website.
But I've had, this one is probably my favorite sketchbook. I just love the paper. It's really, really nice. I like the texture and the feel of it. And so I've had this one. They usually last about a year. This is October 2021. And
you're close. You're like
2 pages away from finishing. But I'll sketch, like when I'm at the doctor's office, or we go to an art gallery, an arcade. We went to Florida.
Okay. Close it and start sketching. There's a million questions. Okay, so let me blow through a bunch of these. There are videos on perspective and hair in the Art Hacks playlist here. There's a video on developing your own art style in the Art Hacks playlist. Favorite time of day for me would be dusk. For you?
Yeah, or sunrise. Okay. Those are my 2 favorite times.
Yes, it was our first time in Venice. They want to know if you could do a video on your setup and your travel journal so they can know how you did it.
I do have a couple, honestly, but so if you look up the Swissmedic bag,
That's his travel kit.
that's the travel kit. And then there's also a video on I think if you look up an introvert or something like that, how I go out and I sketch, and it talks about my headphones and a couple of other techniques and whatnot.
That should help you, Dinah, with the how do you carry the watercolors around. It's actually a portable watercolor kit.
Yes, there's a video on that.
So Scott's favorite watercolors are Winsor and Newton. We were in Venice for 8 days. Where are you hoping to go in the future? They would love to know.
I think our next trip might be Scotland or Ireland.
The company that we went with was Studio 56.
Yeah.
And the woman, her name is Brenda. And
she's a really talented artist.
She is.
On her own
she's
right.
Lovely. And she coordinated everything, and we went and we scouted all the locations that they were going to sketch. And she was very familiar with Venice, and she was very nice, and she organized the tours. So we would do like a 3-hour window of sketch time, and then she had a tour. So we'd either do something in the morning and then sketch in the afternoon, or vice versa. And it was lovely. Who inspired you to do art?
Probably my mom.
Who's your favorite Lord of the Rings character?
Lord of the Rings would be Gimli.
For a person beginning to dabble in watercolor, what do you recommend for the skin? Get custom color or use the default colors and water them down to get the desired results?
I, for skin, use, there's a video on how I do skin, but I use Winsor Yellow and then Rose Madder. That's what I like to do. And then from there, you can just build up however you need to.
There is a video that Scott has, your art through the years. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
That will show you the oldest pieces of art. That's YLMA777. That will show you Scott's oldest pieces of art that we still have in our possession. What's your favorite Disney movie and or character?
I guess The Little Mermaid. As far as characters, Jasmine.
Of course. What is Octavia doing?
She is dressed up for Halloween.
She's dressed up as Gandalf.
Does anybody know whether Frodo had the ring on his left hand or right hand? I can never remember.
I mean, he wore it on a necklace.
No, but I want to put it. You think I should put it on the necklace? Yeah, I guess he'd be invisible otherwise, right?
Exactly. If he had it on, he would be.
Yeah, you're right.
Have you done much Star Wars art?
Yeah. There's a bunch of it. I did. It might be on our website.
Let's see. What's your favorite DC character? Do you think it was on his left hand?
Either Batman or Superman.
Can we all appreciate how the usually shy Scott goes all out of his comfort zone just for us?
Yeah.
Guys, it's so funny. Let me tell you something. He was great this whole trip, talking to people and giving them suggestions on their art and asking, just telling them how he does it. They were actually, it's interesting because when they've gone on these sketch tours before, they do like a full page of art. And Scott was like, that's not how I do it when I travel. And so he showed them how he did the little vignettes.
I said, we're storytellers. We're
Right.
going to tell a story about what we did. Yeah.
Of your trip. And so that was really kind of cool. Ellen says, oh my God, these puppets. Yes, I am familiar with The Little Prince. I don't think Scott is. Which anime character is your favorite?
Speed Racer.
I'm trying to post art videos on YouTube. Can you recommend how to make videos like you?
Don't do time lapse. You guys saw that I did some time lapses while we were gone.
Well.
They just don't do well. You got to get in front of the camera and you got to talk about it, or just talk about what what makes you happy. Talk about what why you do what you do.
What's your favorite color and why? I'm a purple person.
I like Payne's Gray, which is a bluish gray.
Ananya says, just love this Octavia and the octopus idea.
Oh, thank you.
Cabling. He's been doing art since he was about 6 or 7. He's 53. I'm not going to do the math. I'll let you do that. Who's your favorite Star Wars character?
Chewbacca.
How'd you start getting into art?
Just practice.
Let's see. No, Donna does not draw. Have you watched any anime?
Yeah, Speed Racer is anime. Star Blazers is anime. I did watch Dragon Ball Z in the 90s.
Have you got any tips for formatting sketchbooks like this? Yours have an incredible story to them and it seems effortless. Are there things you do to make them flow better? Good question.
Oh, yeah. The one thing that I try to do is
and the Red Deads just gave you a tip and says first super chat because my country just allowed it. Love your content.
Oh, thank you so much. So when we were doing this, so I see things as either horizontal or vertical. So this is a land, like it was in the distance, so it's a vertical. So I go, okay, I'm just going to do the top here. Then I like this. Horizontal. Then I like this vertical city street, and then this. It's kind of like Tetris. You're kind of figuring out how things are going to kind of go. Now, lots of times, if we're doing a sketch, I'll usually decide, okay, that's the first thing I'm going to draw. So it's usually going to be the top, but is this lion, its wings were out, so it was definitely going to be a horizontal. And I felt bad because I wanted these wings I wanted them bigger, but you start drawing and otherwise the line would have been about this big to fit the wings in. So unfortunately I had to cut off the wings, which didn't make me happy. But when we did this day, it was a tower. So you knew it was vertical. I just decided, do I want it to fill up this? How much of it? So I decided this. And I think drawing smaller really made stuff, it helps you tell the story quicker. There were artists who were painting, like the tower was 2 pages. And if this is a 6 by 9 inch page, that's 18 inches by 9 inches or by 6 inches that they were painting, and it would take them forever. Whereas this was, I don't know, 3.5 by 2 inches. So I was able to get it done, which means I could tell more stories. And I think that's what I'm looking for, is what stories, especially when you're traveling, so many things happen. You meet a dog, you break your glasses, there's so many fun things. And I think as you're telling your story, as you're looking at the things you want to draw, figure out, is this horizontal, is it vertical? And that's how I work it out.
Okay. Scott does not use fountain pens. I use fountain pens. Who else wants Octavia to do some apple bobbing? That would be fun. Have you tried drawing like a manga artist?
When I was younger, yeah.
We have a question about if this is a separate piece, are you going to be selling it?
I don't know. I didn't think about it, honestly. I don't think I'm really going to keep these, and I can always tear out the other ones, I guess. So if people would want them, I just got to come up with a fair price for everybody. That's always the hardest thing with your art, is coming up with a price that's fair to both you and the person buying it.
Oh, sorry, the stream is lagging. Mine's fine. What's your favorite thing to draw? Animals, people, landscapes, etc.?
I think people.
At this point, for sketchbook stuff, do you still use horizontal lines and vanishing points, or do you just eyeball it? Good question, Kevin.
Yeah, that's a good question. I know when I was doing this one, I eyeball it. I don't ever draw a vanishing point, but I eyeball it. It's kind of like
Oh, Ray says, Donna, I finally went out and bought a fountain pen and started writing my stories with it. I'm so happy. Oh, Ray, I'm so glad you like it. That's
great. So the buildings went like this. The boat, was up against, this is the curb. And so I'm eyeballing it the whole time. It had a thing here and that.
They want to see Octavia trick or treating, and they want to know what your favorite grade in school was.
My favorite grade in school? I remember enjoying my junior year in high school.
You didn't do it right.
Didn't do what right?
Junior year's the worst. What's your favorite season?
Fall.
How about drawing robots?
I could do that. I have not done that.
What's your favorite pen, as in like size, to do the outlines?
I like this one. This is a very, very fine.
They want tips for hemi gouache. That's Char's Alto.
Hemi gouache is very messy, but I don't know if I have tips for it. I did a video on it, but I don't know if I have tips on it because I've only used it a couple times.
You want to go up these stairs? What's your favorite holiday?
I guess Christmas, because who knows when Santa might be listening.
You should make a friend for Octavia. Do y'all have tips for young artists?
Yes, draw everything every day.
Why didn't you draw this Octavia in your sketchbook?
Because I didn't think I could fit it in this something this small. I just knew it was going to be a little bit wider.
What's your favorite style of art?
Probably either comic book or Art Nouveau.
Oh, Jamie Brown asked Bethany if Bethany was going to share some of her art from Italy.
Yeah, Bethany, we'd like to see some.
That's a story. They want to see Octavia trick-or-treating, eating a candy apple, bobbing for apples, and then they want to know what Octavia's favorite candy is.
Ooh.
And it's a Three Musketeers because Donna can no longer eat them because they have eggs. So Octavia's going to eat them for me.
That doesn't sound very octopusy.
It is.
Shouldn't we come up with something that's
Swedish fish?
Ooh, Swedish fish might be a good one.
Bing, bing, bing. Dawn was on it this morning. Do you like hemi gouache? And they'd like some tips for hemi gouache.
Like I said, I've only used it once or twice, and it wasn't bad. It was just very messy.
Steffner says, Scott talking about pricing his art as I've spent a week deciding on prices for the holiday baked goods.
Yeah.
It's rough, right? I was wondering, what's your opinion on red pandas? I love how they stand on their hind legs and raise their arms like a surprised child when they're threatened.
Yeah.
Sunny side up eggs, are you kidding me? Red pandas are the best animal, well, besides Arwen, in the planet. They are the cutest
It's
things.
Donna's favorite.
Oh my God, they are my absolute favorite.
That's a cute little Legolas,
yeah,
huh?
Cute. Do y'all have any advice for young artists who plan on making a career off of art?
Ooh, have a backup plan or have a family who's willing to support you, because it is definitely not easy. It is just not an easy thing.
Arwen decided she had enough of us and she's going upstairs. What advice would you give for a starting artist?
Learn to love your art. Not that you got to like what you do, but just accept it for where you are, because you're going to improve. But so many of us artists, we just hate our art and we get so frustrated with it. Learn to be okay with it where you are.
How long have you been drawing?
Probably about 40 something years.
Let's see. Artists have skills to speak through their art. There is no limits to show your talent. That is a true statement.
Yeah.
Why did you choose Gandalf as Octavia's costume for Halloween?
I just kind of thought it would be funny if she was kind of the ringleader, so to speak, and all the little puppets around.
I thought it was a cute idea. What is your favorite video game, honey?
Oh gosh, my favorite video game. Well, currently it is Zelda Breath of the Wild or Overwatch. Though we just started Overwatch 2.
I've been trying to put time lapses in my videos, and you're right, they don't do well. Can you elaborate why?
I just don't think everything that these companies do is based on computer algorithms,
Mhm.
and I just don't think time lapses do very well. I think they want to see humans, and so they're looking for a human face or a human voice or something.
If you look at the videos that we posted while we were gone, they were all time lapses, and they didn't do as well. But as soon as Scott put his face on the camera yesterday and posted that video from yesterday about the pencil eraser, the videos are like, the views are like off the charts. It's just a facial recognition thing. That's what I think. That's just my 2 cents. I could be entirely wrong, but we're guessing. Tips on how to draw comic book style. Good question.
Ooh.
Aaron Paul.
Get How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. That's my favorite book on that, and there's a link to it in on our website under the resources.
What will Octavia be on Halloween Day?
Well, Gandalf.
Have you ever tried creative writing?
Yes, yeah, I like it.
Let's see. Do you have any advice on starting watercolors?
Yeah, work lights to dark, and the most important thing is the paper. The paper is more important than the watercolors.
Oh, Emily thinks you should draw Octavia in a haunted house if you haven't already done that.
Oh, interesting.
And Neil Ortiz says, I have a question. With watercolors, how can you make a highly contrasted light and dark marking like in the Baroque? Because I have very matte and not very bright and contrasting results.
It's you're trying to get an oil paint feel with watercolors, and while it's possible, it's not recommended. You got to treat the different mediums work to their strengths. Watercolors are transparent. You got to work towards their strengths. If you want to get something that's more like that, I would go to gouache, which is essentially watercolor but more opaque.
I literally heard work to your strengths in my head right before you said it. Demo Dog Hunter, I'm sorry you have to go to school, but you need to go. That's it. You need to go. There's the mom in me. Hey, some advice on using paints. Shweta, what kind of paints, honey? We can't tell you unless you tell us what kind of paints. Have you seen your arts evolve? This question was brought about because you have been drawing for so long.
Yeah, there's a video on seeing my art kind of evolve over 40 years. And I've, gone from pencils to colored pencils and markers to digital to watercolors to gouache, then back to watercolors again. I've done so many different stuff, and I think that's a good thing to be open to learning these things.
Let's see.
To trying new things.
They're asking me if yes, I do like red pandas. Do you like it when they're drawn or when they're in photographs more? It doesn't matter. It's a red panda. And Mr. Scott, same question to you, but with cheetahs. That's your favorite, correct?
I like them drawn. I like anything drawn.
Scott is 53. Do you practice any sports?
I used to play hockey, but now that I'm 53, I play golf sometimes.
Any advice for art block?
There is a video on that.
Scott, you're my favorite artist in the world. You're amazing at art. That's a flower.
Oh, thank you so much.
Did you do any other hobbies before you did art?
No. I mean, I used to skateboard as a kid.
What different mediums have you worked on?
I've done colored pencils, gouache, and digital. But my digital was 3D. I was an animator.
Did you ever have something you hated at first but ended up loving? It can be anything.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's every once in a while a painting kind of surprises you, which is fun.
Where do you get your inspiration?
From other artists, usually.
Kit Alvarez, any tips, excuse me, on not being a perfectionist with sketchbooks? I struggle with not tearing pages and just accepting that it is ugly.
I've done several videos on it, but yeah, it's just a matter of learning to be okay with where you are in your journey.
You have to. There's a video that Scott did on getting all the bad paintings out of the way before you do the good stuff.
Yeah.
And I think everything evolves over time. Like I'm not an artist, but I always wanted to write, and I would always write for a little bit in a journal and then give up. And now I write almost every day. And so I think you just have to be comfortable with where you are in your life, where you are in your journey with whatever art you're doing. And know that it doesn't have to look the same tomorrow that it does today. Right, babe?
Yep.
What's your favorite watercolor brand besides Winsor & Newton?
Besides Winsor & Newton?
That's what they said.
I don't know, the what's the one that I tried? The Paul Rubens, the Supervision one was pretty good.
Will you ever do sculpt clay? Because I think you should sculpt Octavia. That would look so cool.
I would love to one day.
Yeah, that's on your bucket list. Yes, commissions are closed for right now. We will let you know when we reopen those. Did your family support you?
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
he came from a family of artists.
Yeah, so they knew. Now, my family was not wealthy in any, by any stretch of the means, but when we had financial troubles, which was only once, they were there for us.
Thank God.
With whatever they could do to help, and it's gonna happen. It's just the way it is.
Yeah. Let's see. Dogs, but only because I'm allergic to cats, so we can't have cats. But I do go pet Bethany's cats. The Pluto says, honestly, I have never dropped into a live stream before. I love your videos. You're such an amazing artist.
Thank you so much. It's very nice to meet you.
Have you watched The Dragon Prince?
Dragon Prince. No, I don't think so. That's not the one on Netflix with the from the people who did Avatar, is it?
Do you listen to anything while doing art?
Yeah, usually music or audiobooks.
What is your favorite Halloween activity?
Eating candy.
What is your favorite medium to work with?
I think the watercolors is my favorite right now. I feel comfortable with it, and I think it's good to find something that makes you happy.
I bought the Zebra brush pen.
Hey, someone's back.
She is back. Hi, Love Bug. Hi, Love Bug. I think she's just checking out her house now that she's finally home. Okay, Zebra brush pens are 3 times the price in Elephants AC, their country. Would you say they're still worth the money? First of all, I am so sorry they are so expensive. We are working with Grabby to get you guys a kit with a pen and everything that you would need in it to do art for a very reasonable price. We are still in the process of doing that.
I honestly wouldn't spend more than a couple bucks on these pens. They're great, but there's other alternatives. I know that some of our mods.
Steph Nerd uses Steph Nerd Honey. I can't remember which one you use. Can you post?
Is it the Kuretake ones? Is that what?
I don't know what she uses. I can't remember. No, Sakura micro. No, it's not microns. Sakura pens. I don't know. Steph, can you post those in there? And maybe you can find the pens that she's going to post in your country, Elephants. Just check out what she has, because Steph Nerd can't get the zebra brush pens here either. If you were to dress up for Halloween, what would you dress up as?
Oh,
Sakura Pigma brush pens. That's what she uses.
I don't know. Maybe Aragorn or Gimli.
Do you have a visible pen? Okay, I don't understand what that question is. Happy X Zimmel. I don't know what that question is. Piggy World says, "Hi, I live in the UK. I'm British. I want to know what you think about British people."
We love them.
No, we've never had COVID. How did you get into Lord of the Rings? Did you read the books first? I love seeing your Lord of the Rings art.
I read The Hobbit and I fell in love with it. I could never get through the Lord of the Rings books.
Have you tried Ohuhu markers?
No, though a lot of you have recommended them.
Let's see. Can you please tell me why my watercolor always mixes with the other colors and spoils the whole drawing?
You're just going wet on wet. Try drying them first. I use a blow dryer. So wait for the watercolor, the previous layer to dry, and then you can go from there.
Hi, I just came in. Are you trying to make it look like Gandalf the Hobbit and the dwarves? It's really good.
Yes, this is the Fellowship. So you have Gandalf, Frodo, Gimli, Aragorn, Samwise, Merry, Pippin, Legolas, and way back here is Boromir. He's dead.
With the arrow.
With the and he's got the horn of Gondor.
Oh my god, you're so funny. Can I get some advice on acrylic paints?
Stay away from them.
Dana Mercury says Boromir is cracking you up. I know, right? You are my inspiration for making art. I actually stopped making art for a long time. Then I saw your videos, and now I'm making a lot of art. I just want to say thank you.
Oh,
that
thank
is
you.
Avocado pudding. Can you make her Jack Sparrow next? Those are so funny. You have inspired me so much and made my art so much better with all your tips. Thank you, Scott. That's Anna Lee Lott.
That is so kind of you to say. Thank you.
Which artists do you look up to?
Oh, there's Drew Struzan, there's Alphonse Mucha, there's John Buscema. Gosh.
Have you tried drawing book characters purely based on worded descriptions? Would love to see you try.
This is really new for me to draw from my head. I usually draw from visuals, and so you won't normally see me doing something like this.
What are you going to be for Halloween?
Drunk with candy. Because no one ever comes to our house.
Our house is on the end of a street that's really dark, so we never get kids. It's kind of sad. What is the next Octavia drawing, Scott?
I have not thought of it yet, but some of you have said something, mentioned apple picking, which is kind of cute. What do you guys think? What should be the next one?
Scott has written, how many books have you written?
Probably about 15.
Graphic novels. You're good for drawing from your head.
Oh, thank you. I don't like it as much. I think I'm a better artist when I draw from reference.
G. Bass says Alphonse Mucha is a beast.
Yeah.
When you draw people from photo reference, how do you keep the proportions accurate?
You constantly are comparing your drawing to the photo reference. And if I'm doing it professionally, like I'm getting paid to do it, I'll usually trace it to make sure everything is accurate.
They want apple bobbing would be really cute. They want Octavia going to the prom, trick-or-treating.
Well, this is trick-or-treating, so I got that one. I was gonna do her jumping in.
Oh, a pile of leaves.
Into a pile of leaves, yeah.
Making apple cider would be good. Carving multiple pumpkins at the same time would be funny.
I did that one. Here, these are the ones that we've done so far. We've got her drinking a pumpkin spice latte, sitting by the fire reading a book, and carving a pumpkin.
Octavia's sunbathing. What if the next one was Octavia going for a walk where there's all fall foliage like a park?
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, you need to do her baking, like baking a pie.
Baking a pie, okay.
Oh, Octavia in a corn maze. Well, that's a cute idea.
Yeah.
He's done that before, drawing your subs, PFPs, profile pictures.
Yeah.
Hi, Scott. I'm 12 and a huge fan of yours. I have a question. I'm a good doodler, but when it comes to sketching, I'm not the best. How do you make realistic sketches?
Realism is really based on real life. So you want to get a good photograph to work from, and then copy it exactly as you see it. And I would recommend trying it first from looking at it. And if you still don't like it, then try tracing it to get the proportions right.
I don't know the conversion for the price of drawings in Pakistan's currency. I am sorry. You'd have to do use a currency converter. Is it okay to trace in digital art?
Yeah, of course. Tracing, there's nothing wrong with tracing.
Hey, I've been through your art tips and you've really helped me. I was told by my art teacher that I'll never make good art. You've helped me prove.
Why would anybody say that?
You've helped me prove her wrong. Thank you.
Oh,
there you go.
You're welcome, but gosh, I wish.
Scott, move on. What do you think about haters? Piggy World wants to know.
I don't like haters, but
haters are miserable people.
Yeah, you have the ability. You have the ability to listen to haters or to block them. You don't have to. Haters don't get a free pass to be a part of your life. You invite them in. So.
Oh, I love that. You invite them in. They don't get a free pass.
Yeah.
Good one, honey. Make Octavia eat lots of candy by the fireplace. Octavia could play cards with Dracula.
Oh.
That's a good one. I like Octavia in a corn maze. I thought that was cool. And the going through a park. She could be watching a scary movie or apple bobbing. Please give some advice for drawing shadows. What are conkers? Please do Octavia picking conkers. Sorry, go ahead. Give advice for drawing shadows.
I don't. Shadows is always based on where the light source is. It's. I have yet to come up with a good answer for that one too.
Scott, do you have any advice on how to prevent size mistakes and hairlines when drawing? Especially the hairline. My character looks like they are made out of fur. Ooh. Oh, the hairline, like where the hairline is. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't. Those are again. These problems are usually because you're doing stuff out of your head. If you're looking at a photo, you're going to see where the hairline is. You're going to see those things, and you can copy from that. That's usually my answer, is to look at the reference for these things. Once you've drawn enough stuff from reference, then you'll start to feel more comfortable in doing that stuff on your own.
Have you watched anime? So which one's your favorite?
Speed Racer, Star Blazers. I did watch Dragon Ball Z back in the 90s. But
Octavia eating candy at the movies watching Frankenstein. She should watch a movie like Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
Oh, toasting marshmallows would be nice. Love the channel. Oh, that would be cute.
Thank you.
She's by the fire toasting marshmallows.
Yeah.
That's cute. I love that. Knitting a blanket. Happy birthday, 1-5. Hi.
Happy birthday.
I was wondering, would the small eraser on the back of a pencil work for finer details?
It does. You know, it's a lot of you recommended the Tombow mechanical eraser pencil, and so I ordered one of those too.
The little tiny skinny one?
It's like this big, and then it has like a little mechanical instead of a pencil. It's got the
Logan
little
has
eraser.
that.
Did you really?
Yep. It's the tiny little skinny one, and it's like almost a pin size end. Logan's had it for years.
Where'd you get it?
I gave it to him. It came in my CW pencil box.
Was it made by Tombow?
It was made by Tombow.
Oh.
I have it. Logan's had that one for years.
A lot of good that did me.
Doesn't do you any good. I gave it to Logan. I like him better. How about Octavia at Thanksgiving dinner? She could toast 8 marshmallows at once, and that would be yummy. What colors are you going to choose for the circle behind the characters? How about red and yellow gradation like Sauron's eye?
Oh, that's funny.
That's great. Octavia making a potion. Have you ever joined an art contest? If so, did you win?
I think I've entered a few. The only one I've ever won was in high school. I entered. It was a pointillism, like stippling.
Nice record.
Thanks.
I'm really obsessed with your work, sir. Please suggest any good and cheap watercolors.
We are working on getting you some from a company called Grabby, and but the cheapest ones right now that are good are by Winsor & Newton. They're on our website, and it is the Cotman, the student brand. Okay, I think that's everything.
Did you ever do a Game of Thrones or House of Dragon drawing series?
I did 4 of them as a commission, and I made a video of that.
Octavia riding a broom trying not to fall off. That would be fun. Octavia handing out candy to trick-or-treaters. Let's see. Making ghost cookies. Do you have any advice for someone just starting to use watercolor? I want to use some in my art project, but I haven't used any for a while. Say that one more time. Starting to use watercolor. I want to use some in my art project, but I haven't used any for a while.
Just work light to dark.
I'm a 12-year-old fan. Just a request from me, please try Brusto gouache and compare them with the ones you use. That would help me a lot.
Brusto gouache. I'll look into them.
Yeah. The pen. Where's your pen? Do I have a pen in here? Here it is. I'm gonna write it down. Just it. Brusto gouache. Scott is not reading comments. I'm reading comments because he can't draw and read comments at the same time. And you guys are very chatty today, so it would be hard. He does not like oil paints. Our resident oil painter is Bethany Primrose. Do you have any advice for me to make my portraits more realistic?
Copy a photo.
We've never used Posca markers, and I don't know what the highest quality markers would be in Pakistan or any of the other countries. And we're trying really hard to learn the different brands that are out there, but there are so many brands that we can tell you what Scott uses, but it's so hard to keep track because different countries, there's just too many. I've been taught that you should draw from your shoulder and not from your wrist. Even though I'm more comfortable drawing from my wrist, it usually starts to hurt a bit. So any ideas why it happens?
No, I did a video on that. Look for a video called The Right Way to Make Art. And the thing is, there is no right way to make art. I was taught as well to draw from my shoulders. I don't. I draw just like this. My hand rests on the paper. They tell me not to do that. There's so many ways that you can make art. There's no such thing as the right way.
Tips on training a dog for first-time dog parents. Love and treats. Very small treats. And repetition is important. Dogs thrive on consistency and repetition. Scott's never used koi watercolors. Camlin watercolors, he's never tried those either. We've never used Posca pens. We're still working on getting those. We've been gone for a while, and so we are just getting back into the swing of some things. So we're going to be ramping up slowly over the next week to get our brains back. This jet lag is real, people. What is your least favorite art style and why?
Probably modern art because I just don't get it, or abstract.
Mhm. Oh, Bristow is an Indian brand and probably won't ship to the States. Okay, good to know. Thank you for that.
Maybe we could reach out to them and see if that's something that they would want to ship us.
Yeah, I wrote it down right here. Your favorite watercolor or mixed media paper, and how do you suggest watercolor on canvas? I'm kind of intimidated by it.
I don't think watercolor will work on canvas. Watercolor needs something to soak into.
Amanda is watching this while doing homework. It's calming to have in the background.
Oh, that's great.
I gotta tell you guys, I'm happy we're back. Are you happy we're back?
Oh yeah.
I'm happy we're back. How to make models on paper.
I don't know. I don't really have much experience with that.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what you're asking there. Have you tried? He has tried pointillism. What other art mediums would you like to try?
Sculpting.
You should create a superhero series.
Oh, that would be fun.
Octavia headed to the farmer's market. Oh, that would be cute. With like a basket or something.
Be on
Does
it.
Octavia have a pet?
I don't think so.
Can she have a pet clam? Oh my God. You could just do a little clamshell with two little eyeballs looking out of it. How cute would that be? Oh my God. Let's have her have a pet clam. Stephner couldn't get the Cotman when I started with watercolor, so you used Obertone. And now Windsor and Newton is no longer available here. Oh no. I'm sorry. You only have 300-ish viewers with your content. I wouldn't be surprised if you have over 5 million. Oh my God. We have over 1 million of you now, and it's a little.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot to
Where
do.
is Gandalf's pipe, honey? They want to know.
I just I don't know if I want to add more to it.
Brand of what? It's me, Sunshine's Art. Brand of what? Brand of pen, brand of watercolor. All of the art supplies are listed in the resources section of the website.
Under art supplies.
Yeah, under art supplies. And you'll be able to see everything there, like what brand he uses, the paper he uses. Oh, tell everybody you're trying new paper today.
Yes, well, I'll mention that in the video, but yeah, this is by Artbeak.
They sent us, what is it? Cotton paper.
100% cotton paper, yeah.
So it's a new paper pad that we're trying.
It's very textured. It's got kind of almost like a burlap texture to it.
Yeah, like a pressed paper kind of almost. I think this one looks like the best out of all the drawing you did of Octavia. Plus, it would be cool if you could make her like a zombie or a scientist playing with potions. Oh, and they wanted you to have her doing something with the Count from Sesame Street.
Oh,
I love this piece of art you're working on. It's so nice.
Thank you very much. This is very much outside of my comfort zone, but I appreciate you guys being so nice about it.
Put the pipe in the background if you really want the pipe. Like she just dropped the pipe. Yeah, I'm always excited about art supplies. What are your thoughts about watercolor pencils? I don't prefer them over watercolors, but I'd like to get better at them.
I did a video on them, and I think they're okay. But at the end of the day, if you're going to use them and you're going to add water to them, you might as well just get the watercolor paints. It's just an extra step that you really don't need to do. But they're fun to draw with.
How do you learn art?
By practice, just like anything else. It's really not magic. It's just if you do something enough, you get better at it.
Right now, he is using a micron pen. Let's see.
Honestly, I think this is my favorite part because it gives three-dimensionality to her when you add this texture, because you're wrapping around the tentacles here.
Octavia carrying a coconut because an octopus will carry around 2 halves of a coconut and hide in it to protect themselves from threats. They are so incredibly smart.
Really?
They really are very smart. They're so smart. Yes, this is an October theme for OctoBrr, and Octavia is dressed up as Gandalf, and all the little puppets are the
Fellowship.
Thank you. It took almost 3 years to make animal crackers. I'm comfy drawing without reference, mostly because I can visualize in my head pretty good.
Well, that's great.
Do you think someone can learn art themselves, or do they need someone to help / guide them?
Oh, you could totally learn it by yourself.
Olivia's celebrating Deepavali. I don't know which holiday that one is. And yes, we do support LGBTQ
Absolutely.
friends. We welcome everybody here. Have you ever gotten a medal for your art talent?
No.
Do you have any tips for posing for drawings? I'm trying to draw them without reference, and I don't know how to make one without it.
I tried not to draw without reference. I know you're watching me do it right now, but I personally only draw with reference when I can. So I might not be the best person. The thing is to be able to draw out of your head, you should have practiced so much drawing people from reference that you can draw it out of your head. That's the whole point of it.
Oh God. I am Foses. You guys deserve more than just over $1 million. You guys should have 20 million.
Oh God. Thank you, but
we appreciate your confidence in us, but it's a lot with just who's here now. And what we love most about this is being able to answer the questions for you guys and talk to you guys and have the back and forth with you guys. That's the fun part. I don't know if 20 million that would be possible. I'm making a board game for school. Any advice?
Have fun.
Why do I imagine Octavia's pet to be a snail like SpongeBob?
Yeah, that meows.
They want her to have a pet sponge. Somebody says it's very blurry, but it's clear for me. Maybe it's your connection.
Or check the resolution that you're watching it at.
Yeah, check the resolution. It could be that too.
Sometimes it switches over to like really low.
Yeah, just for no reason. I think the puppets should have powers. Have just a picture of the puppets going mad. At the moment, I'm painting on canvas with watercolors, but the trick I'm using is to put a few gouache layers down first. Thank you for always sharing your fails and successes in art. It's always inspiring.
Oh, my pleasure, and good luck with that. Let me know how it works out.
Oh, Festival of Lights. Thank you, Stephner. How do you get good at watercolor?
I'll let you know if I ever do.
Scott has a couple videos on doing eyes in the Art Hacks playlist. How do I tell my art teacher?
Telemarketer wants to listen to us, so let's let them listen to us. Keep going.
Can you have some tips on starting art?
Starting art. I say draw from what you see. So I always draw from visuals, and I practice by doing that. So I would say just draw everything you see. Draw your food, draw people, places, things.
Oh, Dante Animation says I was your 1 million sub.
Oh,
thank you. JDHK wants to know if you'll ever do digital because I don't have pencils and stuff. Can you help?
I'm trying to do digital, and it is very difficult for me to switch. So I'm trying different things. I'll let you know how it goes. But there is a video of me trying digital. It just didn't go very well.
Plants wants to know how to tell their art teacher that they don't want to do realism anymore.
When you're taking a class, unfortunately, you're kind of tied to what the teacher wants you to do. There's nothing wrong with learning
you can learn
realism. You can add a little bit of style to it, but realism isn't hyper-realism. Like, you don't have to make it look like a photograph. I think they just want you to learn how to draw from sight, which is a good thing to learn.
I will tell you what I told my boys in school before they were in college. I don't tell them anything anymore. Give the teacher what they want. You can always draw things for yourself in a sketchbook. Just give the teacher what they want.
Yeah.
That's my best advice on that. What music do you listen to when you're drawing? Love and greetings to both of you from Germany. That's
thank you. Usually 80s and 90s, 70s music.
Do you have any advice for making art YouTube shorts look cool without just making it one big time lapse?
Edit. Learn to edit your videos. I try to keep my clips down to like 2-3 seconds a clip if I can.
And tell them what you use to edit your videos.
I use Adobe Premiere.
What paper do you use and where do you get them? I'm getting into art and your videos are so inspiring. I've watched a lot of them. Thanks. That's Raven.
My favorite paper is in my art supply list. And that's what I would recommend.
It's the Be Creative sketchbook.
Yeah.
I remember, Amanda says, I remember my art teacher not letting us be creative in class and making us do stuff to learn things that most already knew how to do. And when we complained, she said that she is the one in charge. Just give them what they want and do what you want on your own time.
It's like the version of smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Have you ever done the 100 Heads challenge?
No.
How do you start doing portraits? I do murals and stuff, but portraits always give me a hard time.
I think portraits are, again, you're just looking at a photograph or a real person and you're just copying what you see.
Blue Clove wants to sell their art, yet they struggle with free drawing and always have to go off of someone else's. Do you have any advice?
Find your style. I copy from photo reference. You could say copy or you just use a photo reference. That's how I do it. So find photos or make your own, get a model or something like that. But honestly, that's, most artists look at the Renaissance, look at, they had models. And I think you got to just find models, find photographers, find something that inspires you and copy it.
Do you remember if Philippines was on the list of countries that we sold for animal crackers? I can't remember because Draven Gate can't find it on their Netflix in the Philippines.
Yeah, I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It should be on Netflix, but we pre-sold some countries, and so we were unable to get it on Netflix in the countries that were already pre-sold. So if you can't see it there, maybe you can VPN another country, their version. I'm sorry, I don't know how to help you with that. I wish I did. Lady Fleur de Lis says, now that my resolution is better, I just have to say you're amazing.
Oh, thank you. You got it fixed?
What should people draw as a beginner?
I say draw everything you see. Just get into the habit of documenting the world around you. Learn to draw things. I mean, I was in Venice and I've got a slice of pizza. I've got, bowls of glass. I've got a puppy dog with a ball in his mouth. I've got glasses that broke. Just draw everything. Everything doesn't have to be amazing. Everything doesn't have to be beautiful.
It has to be something that sparks your memories.
Yeah.
Can you make a masterpiece using pencils?
Yeah, of course.
Which one is best, traditional art or digital art?
Oh, there's no best.
Whatever makes you the most happy.
Do whatever makes you happy. I would say if you're good at digital, I've seen some amazing digital art, and I'd love to learn it better. But it is a completely different shift in styles and technique and approach.
Scott started drawing when he was about 6 or 7, and he's never made a flip book. And congrats on 1 million.
Thank you.
He says Frodo looks like he's seen some stuff.
Yeah, I just wanted to get those big buggy eyes.
Ace says love from the Philippines.
Oh, thank you.
Addie says, I don't have a lot to say or much to ask, but I think you both are just lovely presences, and it brings me a joy that I thought I'd lost. Thank you for being who you are.
Oh, thank you so much.
Send you big giant hugs, Addie, and lots of love, and thanks for being here with us.
All right, so it is 10:20. I am not going to start the watercolors now because it would take me another hour. So I think for being back, for our first live back, this was a good start.
Except that now you're going to noodle with the line work.
Yeah.
Do you use a specific site for Pinterest for references? Don't we have a video on that?
Yeah, I do have a video on reference.
artsy bookworm would like to know how you draw without a reference.
Ugh, it's not easy, that's for sure. But you know, I'm calling on 50 years of drawing everything. I don't know if I've ever drawn an octopus, but you know, I've got a lot of practice in drawing, and so I'm able to kind of work the shapes out and figure this out.
Do you have any videos on how to draw feet?
No, I never got around to feet. I did hands,
Not feet.
but not feet.
MX Rue SVSP says, "Hi Scott, how are you? I've been watching your videos and they've been really helping me. Thank you so much for making these videos to help small artists."
Oh, thank you. It's absolutely my pleasure.
They also want to know where Gandalf's staff is.
Oh, Gandalf's staff. No, I did not draw Gandalf's staff. She just didn't have enough hands.
Cublitical says you give me grandpa vibes.
Oh, thank you.
I realize that Boromir is one in the back. That is so funny. That's Indiana Cup. Yes, the digital video where you did digital art is in the shorts, right? In the art hacks playlist or in the things I've tried.
I don't know if it's under product testing, but you'll find it. There's a search, you know, you can always just search digital or something like that.
Did you ever do a community art contest or community art challenge? Much love from Germany.
I don't know. I don't even know if I know what a community art challenge would be.
Scott, will you make a series similar to this for Christmas?
I don't know. I never know what I'm going to do.
If something hits him, then he'll do it. Can you make art by using pencils?
Yes, there's a video on that.
Can we hope to see Octavia doing Christmas stuff? You guys are so funny. Do you like gaming?
I do. We just started up with Overwatch 2, having put in thousands of hours in Overwatch 1. I'm still waiting for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2.
Is that ever going to come out?
I don't know.
Is there a difference between using a correction pen and a white gel pen?
I'm not sure if I know what a correction pen is. Is that something that's like whiteout kind of thing?
I would think so. Can you please show what micron size pen you were using? They need to know.
Oh, that is.
Show the number on the side of it, please.
0.005.
Oh God, that's the teeny one.
Yep.
Ugh. I can't stand them that small. That drives me crazy.
All right. Well, I'm actually kind of happy with this. I think this came out pretty good. I will try to finish it today.
Oh, you're not going to paint it on Wednesday?
No. I was going to have this be my video for the day.
Ace says, I just knew that you would be a Breath of the Wild player. I paint everything I see there, especially the dragons.
So cool.
Scott, will you sometimes sell your art to us? I'd love to have one of your sketches because you've been a great inspiration to me. Eva, we have art for sale on our website, ssavaart.com.
And I have some like as cheap as $25. I try to price my stuff as low as possible.
Reasonable for people. Also, we have on CrowdMade, we have like the blow dryer stickers and we have the hair journal stickers. So we do have some other things that are also reasonably priced. Have you played Hollow Knight or Undertale?
No, I have not.
Oh my God, I never thought you would play video games. Tips on how to draw hair. Oh, we've got.
There's a couple videos on that in the art hacks.
How did you grow your channel so big? I struggle so much with gathering attention.
That is honestly, it's like lightning striking. I mean, I've been on Twitter for 20 years or however whenever Twitter came out,
Oh God,
and I think I still only have like 5,000 followers. You know, it's the whole TikTok was really the first time I really got some traction, and then YouTube just exploded. But I think it was a matter of finding what worked, finding where I fit in the world. And I don't think like I'm not an artist who's going to do art that is so amazing that people follow you just because they can't believe the art that you make. So I think for me, it's more about just showing my failures and showing the ups and the downs and
But you're
showing
human.
that artists are human and that and just encouraging people to make art at whatever level that you're at. And that's totally fine with me. That's my spot. But I think you have to explore different avenues. If what you're doing isn't getting traction, find a way that you can
Find another medium.
yeah, find a
another
different
place.
story to tell.
Yeah. Okay. So, Ace the Disgrace. Show your hands, please, where all the ink is.
What, my hands?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
See
one.
all the ink. He's covered in ink all the time and paint. He's actually come to the kitchen a couple times with red paint on him, and I thought he was bleeding. Okay, so on the SF art page, there is a list of all the art supplies that he uses. And William, who is new to the channel, there is an art hacks playlist. There are so many tips in the art hacks playlist. Start there and look through those videos. And then if you have any specific questions, feel free to shoot us a message and we will happily answer that. There's also a video, Kakik, on finding your art style in the art hacks playlist as well. They would like a tutorial on how to draw full body and poses.
Okay. Check the art hacks playlist. There might be something on that.
Okay. Let's see. I lost that question. Scott did soccer in high school. That was his chosen sport. Will this be a print? I'd love to have one. I'm just looking from the outline.
I'm
are
gonna
you gonna scan this to make a coloring page, maybe? Since you can.
I guess I could, yeah, if anybody wanted to.
Should we scan this for a coloring page to put on the website, you guys? Kind of strange question. Have you ever been in the mood to make glass art? I like stained glass with and soldering.
I love stained glass. Yeah, I would love to do that one day.
Okay, yes, they want the
All right, well, I will go scan this in.
yeah, they want it.
And yeah, we will see you on Wednesday. I am hoping that I will have time to finish this painting and make a video today. If not, I'll post a different video and we'll paint this on Wednesday. But let me see what we can do, and then we will come back on Wednesday. Thank you guys for waiting for us while we were gone in Italy. And I think I also want to try to get this sketchbook done too. So I want to work on that today as well. So I've got a lot to do, and I've also got some movie stuff I got to work on. But we will talk to you on Wednesday. Don't forget as we always say, click on the product links, because those really help us. Let me see here. If you go to,
they want you to sign it before you scan it. They want you to sign it.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a pencil that's just in a...
Sorry, that thing. If you guys see that view product, just click it. We don't need you to buy anything, but if you click those, YouTube is paying us for that, which is good, and it's really helping. So if you guys want to support us, that is a free way to do that. Just go through my videos. If you see that
Just
view
click
product,
Click
them.
it, yeah. How do you not get bored or frustrated when you're drawing?
I do get bored, and then I go play video games, or I'll go walk around, or I'll go watch some TV, or I'll make a phone call or something. So I get bored. The fact that I was able to sit here and do this for an hour and a half is just been practice for me. But yes, normally I'll draw for maybe 20, 30 minutes, then go do something else. I really don't.
They also have asked a lot of great questions.
Yeah, you guys are great. You guys are wonderful. So
the interaction today has been phenomenal, you guys. An artsy bookworm. Scott got his travel bag off of eBay. It is a Swiss medic bag. I don't know if you'll be able to find it. It was not cheap. But if you look at the video, it's pinned to the top, right? The Swiss medic bag video is pinned to the top, I think.
That's on TikTok.
Oh.
Yeah. Just go to the little when you go to my channel.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we ship worldwide. So South
When you go to my
Africa,
channel,
yes.
all you got to do is, I think if you go to videos and you go search, no, I don't know if you on the, well, anyways, just search S Sava and then Swiss Medic bag and you should find it.
Okay.
Thank you all. We love you.
Thanks
And we will
so
see
much,
you on
everybody.
Wednesday.
We will see
And
you
look for
soon.
this to be scanned in on the Discord and on our website, probably within a few hours.
Yeah. Just give us a little bit. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you soon.